Hi and welcome to Tab Diski. My name is Refilwe and we are talking all things soccer and looking particularly at soccer tabs, pools, and I am joined by Gabs and Noah today. Gents, I have to know your thoughts on Soccer 6 for tomorrow.
Most definitely, Fifi. Thank you for hosting us today. We're looking at a beautiful fixture for today. For tomorrow, which is Soccer 6 v3 P1. Exciting fixtures, PSL games, some Chelsea games versus Bournemouth there. It's going to be interesting. So without wasting any time, I'll just go straight to it with my tips for Soccer 6. We are looking at the match 1, Orlando Pirates versus Kaizer Chiefs. And I'm giving it to Kaizer Chiefs based on the last encounter with the two teams. If you remember or recall very well, Chiefs played Sundowns, then it played Pirates, then it played Pirates again, and it was very successful in those fixtures. So I would say they still have that high morale and the confidence is on another level. So I'll give it to them. Going to the match 2, Golden Arrows versus Highlands Park. Highlands Park they have been doing well. They have been doing well. And I would say, but for this match, I would say it's most likely to be a draw because you can't just rule out Golden Arrows. They are very good as well. But it's going to be, for me, it's a multiple for 2 and 3, which means draw for Golden Arrows and win for Highlands Park as well. So match 3, we're looking at Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Chelsea would want to redeem themselves after that whooping they got from Bayern during the week from the UEFA Champions League. So they are most likely to win this one because they want to at least again qualify for the UCL next season. For the match 4, Chippa United versus Amazulu, well, it's going to be a draw. I'm not going to be much into the game. I see a draw there.
See, I would go field for that one. I must say, I would go field for that one. I think it'll be quite a tough fixture to predict whether it would be a win or a draw for either side. So I'd take field on that one.
Well, you would not be wrong to go field, but I'm looking at them. They same strength. If you can look at their matches, the past 3 matches, both teams they lost their first 2 matches and won their last match. So they're most likely to draw. If anything else, it might be a surprise, but I'm sticking to my guns here and I'm saying a draw. Then we're looking at match number 5, Watford versus Liverpool. Well, that one, I'm bankering on Liverpool. It goes without saying.
Agreed with
Liverpool
that one.
is going to kill them. Well, then match number 6, SuperSport United versus Bidvet. Vets is going to kill them. I'm not going to lie about that. SuperSport has been
Sounds like you've got a favorite there.
Yeah, you can also banker with it as well. So you have 2 or 3 bankers from me, which is Kaizer Chiefs, which is Liverpool and Vets. So that's my
That's great.
6.
That's fantastic, Gabs. Thank you so much. But now, just a reminder to the listeners out there, we have a likely pool of 950,000 Rand on this pool that's taking place tomorrow. And I just have to say, on match 5, Watford versus Liverpool, their last win of 3-2 over West Ham was incredible. So the scoring charts are changing after Arsenal's loss last night. So that's got to be my banker. But now I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this pool.
Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. Number 1, Kaizer Chiefs will be looking to extend their lead in the league. Because of the fierce rivalry between the two teams, Orlando Pirates will definitely try to not let that happen. But it's a tough game, so I'm gonna go field with that game. You never know what could happen. I've also gone field with that match 4, Chippa United versus Amazulu.
Yeah, so we're on the same standings there.
You just can't call either one. Match 2, Golden Arrows, Highlands Park. I've gone for Highlands Park purely because they took Kaizer Chiefs to a draw in the Nedbank Cup.
Yes, I remember that.
It was an own goal that actually saved Kaizer Chiefs in that match, so I think they will be able to pull the rabbit out the hat here. Chelsea and Bournemouth. Banker Chelsea, obviously. The last game, match 6, Bidvest Wits and SuperSport United. I'm going with Wits purely because they're in form, they're a strong side, and they're also trying to close in the distance from the top 3.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely would be a given there that Bidvest Wits would take that one. But we have got another Soccer 10 fixture to look at, and that's S10 V1. And here the likely pool is 3.5 million. Guys, I don't know about you, but I think this one's definitely worth it. But we've had a look at the first 2 games. But I'd have to say to you guys, I'm a bit wary with all the other ones. So I want to know from you, Noah, what your selections would be taking on from, say, match 3, because we've spoken about Orlando Pirates versus Kaizer Chiefs, Golden Arrows versus Highlands. And let's take a look at the other fixtures that we haven't looked at.
Match 3 with Lazio and Bologna. I've gone with Lazio. They've won their last three matches coming into this game, whereas Bologna have drawn one, lost one, and won one. So they're looking a bit shaky. So Lazio is the obvious banker for me. Newcastle United, match 5 versus Burnley. I've gone with Burnley and the draw for this match. Burnley has won against some of the bigger teams and have pegged them to a draw. So they seem like the good thing, but a draw just in case it's not their day. West Ham and Southampton. It's
a tricky one.
Yeah, it is a tricky one. So I've gone for the draw in Southampton. Valencia versus Real Betis. I've gone for Valencia. If you'd like, you can add in the draw because they also haven't really shown much.
That
you
would
know,
be my
2 losses
selection
and a draw, 2 draws and a loss. You just never know. And Watford and Liverpool, obviously, banker Liverpool. I think they're a real good thing. If anything, that should be your main banker. That should be the first one that you actually put down.
Okay, no, I definitely agree with you on that one. And Gabs, on the matches we haven't looked at, what are your thoughts?
Well, match number 3, I have to agree with Neo there. I'll give it to Lazio. I mean, they've been consistent in their winnings and they would want to extend it, you know. You have to build on what you've been doing. Then we will go to match number 5, Newcastle versus Burnley. I have to agree with Neo as well. You know, Newcastle, man, they won their last game, but it's not a guarantee that they're gonna do well on this game, as you consider their performance in the past 3 games. So I'll give it to Burnley as well. And the Southampton game versus West Ham, I'll give it a draw as well. It's, you know, if anything else, you can field it, but I'm going for a draw.
Okay.
And match number 7, well, Neo and I, we are on the same level as well. Valencia to win or otherwise a draw. Then I think we have touched on match number 8, Chippa United and Amazulu, as well as the last 3 matches we have actually touched on them. So it's 2 for a draw there, and Liverpool to win and Vets to win as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I have to agree with you guys on that one. I think it is a bit of a tricky pool to take a look at, but we've also got the Soccer 13 Extra, and again, match 1, 2, 4, and 5. We have already touched on an M3. You just made your selections there. So, gentlemen, take me through from match 6 what your selections would be, because I would presume across all boards they'd be the same. So, if we're looking at match 6 for Soccer 13, what are your selections there?
If you remember our last podcast, episode 50, Bloemfontein Celtics, and we told you that it's going to lose, and it definitely loses.
Listen, it's my home team, so I'll always go for it. I'll always back them no matter what. Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna go for Field.
Okay.
And considering again Baroka FC, they are very young in the PSL, and you know they have a tendency of going all out and making sure that they win their games. So, but in this one, I'm going to go for Field because Bloemfontein Celtics would want to win this game, and I will just give it a Field there.
Okay.
So for match number 7, Polokwane City versus Black Leopards, the Limpopo Derby. I'm gonna give it a draw or Black Leopards to win there. And Everton versus Manchester United, I'm going to banker with Manchester United there. And we had a discussion earlier on between, Noah and I, and this is a very interesting match, Tottenham versus Wolves. I'm saying it's going to be a Field.
Okay.
Even though my friend this side doesn't really agree with me.
It's not always a bad thing to disagree at all.
For sure. And then we're looking at match number 10, Aston Villa versus Manchester City. We spoke earlier on, and Manchester City wants to make sure that they end this season on a good note, considering what has been happening.
City is killing it. They are killing it, and right now they are sitting second on the log with 57 points, and obviously Liverpool leading on 79. So I have to say, I think Manchester City will take this one.
Definitely, it's gonna go. Then we have this Netherlands game, which is match 11, Ajax versus AZ. It's gonna be a very interesting match. If you look at the statistics, there's only a 3 points difference.
Yeah.
Ajax is on top of the league, so I'm just gonna say AZ is gonna win the game. However, it might be a draw. I'm not putting my money on Ajax.
Yes.
I actually don't like it.
So for someone like me who is not familiar with this team, what would be your best advice there for match 11?
Match 11, I'm saying AZ.
AZ, okay,
Yeah,
so you're
because
sticking with AZ.
they want to
Noah is
challenge
shaking
this-
his head here. What are your thoughts?
He's a diehard fan of Ajax, you know.
What are your thoughts now for match 11?
Basically, I'm going with Ajax.
Okay.
They're on top of the log. They'll do everything they can to actually stay on top. As much as AZ is going to fight to get within reach of the league title, I still think Ajax.
Yes.
Ajax
Okay.
is going to pull through.
Okay, and then just looking at match 12 and match 13, your thoughts, gentlemen?
Another interesting, Soccer 13 is very interesting. Juventus, Inter Milan, I'm saying both teams stand a good chance of winning, so I'm going to go 1-3.
Yeah.
Then Real Madrid versus Barcelona, well, there's no doubt Real Madrid is going to lose this one.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And now your thoughts there on the last 4 matches there?
Aston Villa and Man City. I'll go with Man City for this game. No need to actually go into it. Ajax Amsterdam and AZ. Obviously, I'm going the opposite of Gabs. I'm going with Ajax.
Okay.
Juve and Inter Milan. I've gone 1-3 as well.
Okay,
Either one could win that.
Yes.
Real Madrid and Barcelona. I've gone for Barcelona as the.
I'm standing with you on Barcelona,
Barcelona.
there. Gabs is on the
Real,
Real
just-
Madrid side.
just very
It's a
touch and
tricky
go.
one there to. We have a fixture for Saturday, and we're looking at S10 V3. Taking a look at these games, we have not looked at any of them. What are your thoughts? I think this is a tough one. I will not put my neck out for this one because it's difficult.
It is very difficult. I like the fact that these games are completely different from the other bets that we've had, so it kind of throws you out. But I like the mix as well. Difficult to say. There's a lot of teams that are out of form in this Soccer 10. Match 1, I'm going to put my head on the line here and say Fiorentina for the win.
Okay.
Even though their last game they lost, I think the previous game they won, so there's still some potential there. Match 2, I'm going to go with Deportivo Alaves. Match 3, Hearts and Rangers. These games here, they just never do it for me.
Yeah.
Not to go for a field would be kind of risky, so I'm going to keep the field there.
Okay.
Zurich, Young Boys and Zurich, another one.
It's difficult, it really is tough when you're looking at all these matches.
Draw, loss, win, draw, loss. You don't know what happened, who was there, who came to the party and who didn't. I'm going to side with Young Boys.
Okay.
I'm going to side with the Young Boys for that one. Match 5, Legia and Krakow. I'm going to go with Legia.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Legia. Even though they've drawn one, I think there'll be something within that game. Also, it's good to get a bit of an upset here.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that game there is the upset.
Listen, you still have the option of getting 9 out of your 10 selections. So despite it being so difficult, you could always win. And for match 6, with the only one that I know, I'm going Monaco for this one. That's the one that I'd say is I could be wrong in saying it's my banker, but it's the only team that I'm very familiar with. So I'd go with Monaco. I don't know about you, Neil. What are your thoughts?
I would agree with you on that one.
Okay.
But again, some of these teams here, just French games, French teams for me, just are very difficult to find something. Match 7, I'm going to go banker 3.
Okay.
Match 8, Montpellier and Strasbourg. I'm going to go field with that one. Napoli and Torino, match 9. Definitely Napoli.
Yes,
I think they're a strong side. They've given Liverpool a tough time in the
Listen, I don't know if you're
UFL.
gunning for Liverpool because it's my favorite team, but you know what?
I've mentioned
They
it
are
enough
strong.
times.
You have mentioned it enough times.
I mean, the
taking
fact
a few
that
digs there.
Jurgen Klopp got Minamino from Napoli. So clearly they have a good side, good players. So
Despite me being a Liverpool fan,
decide-
I agree. I agree.
I'm definitely
with you on
going
that
with
one.
Napoli there.
Okay.
20 and Heerenveen. Hey, man, tricky. I'm going to go with a 1 and 2 here.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Perfect. Gabs, your thoughts quickly just over those fixtures. What are your thoughts there?
Okay, looking at match 1, I'm just going to agree with Noah there and say Fiorentina will take this one.
Okay.
And I was a bit undecisive about match number 2, but I'll give it a win to Deportivo. Then I bank Rangers on match number 3. It's going to actually beat Hearts, and I can put all my money in it. Well, I have to agree with Noah here. On match number 4, Young Boys is going to take it. Krakow will win match number 5. I believe in them, even though they lost in their first 3 matches.
Yeah.
But they will make sure that they come strong to this game, because at least they won their last 2 matches, you know.
Yeah.
So looking at Monaco, yeah, everybody will definitely put their money on Monaco.
Guys, we actually agree for a change there. Okay, and for match 7?
Match 7, I'll bank Kortrijk. It's very difficult to pronounce that name, but yeah, I'll definitely go for it. Match number 8, I'm going to go for a draw for both teams. And match number 9, without a doubt, I'm going to bank Napoli there. And I'm going to fill match number 10.
Okay, cool. That's great, guys. I'm loving the tips, and for once, you know, we've agreed more than often compared to our last podcast that we did, rather. So definitely looking forward to that. Gabs, just a quick squiz at the likely pools and carryovers today. Do you want to just take us through them?
Yes, looking into the carryovers, I think this weekend is a beautiful weekend, and
I have to agree.
our customers, they're most likely to, you know, make the most out of it.
Yeah.
We're looking at, and yesterday we had another one for Soccer 13, which was like 15 million. So it has been a good week for football. And looking at Soccer 13 pool, after Soccer 13 extra, tomorrow the carryover is like 50,000, and we have a likely pool of 250,000.
That's huge.
That's huge. Imagine me with that money. Oh my God.
You've got to share. Hey, we're all putting tips down here together.
Most have, but at least 100 grand, not that big, would not be bad. Looking at again Soccer 6 V3 P1, we are looking at a carryover of 100,000 with a likely pool of 950,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have Soccer 10, which is a V1 pool, and it closes at 3:30. We're looking at a carryover of 400,000 with a likely pool of 3.5 million. Bahamas,
cool.
Here I come.
Well, that's fantastic. I just had a quick look now. Soccer 13 V1 that we went through quite extensively. The pool is currently sitting at 5.5 million. I think this one is going to grow. So remember to get your bets in, and you can visit www.soccer6.co.za for all the pools and matches that we've been through. And all I can say is the best of luck to the players.
Most definitely.
Remember, they don't stand a chance unless they take a bet, so
Yeah.
the sooner the better.
No, definitely,
But
guys. That's also very true. So we'll see you soon again for more tips and tab Diski Chats.
Thank you.
For sure.
Awesome.
Cool.